Hello, Swatantra TV viewers. I am Mahima, welcoming you to our English bulletin with latest news, updates, and analysis. Criminal conspiracy charges have been added to the FIR registered in connection with the doctored video of Union Home Minister Amit Shah's speech, the Delhi police said on Saturday, a day after it arrested a national coordinator of the Congress social media team. Arun Berreddy, a native of Telangana's Hyderabad, who handled the Spirit of Congress account on X, was arrested from Delhi on Friday, police said. This is the first arrest made by the Delhi police in the case. Au is among the prominent members of the Congress social media team and he is accused of being among those who uploaded the doctored video on social media and also shared it with other members of the party, according to officials. Following his arrest, he was produced before a court here on Friday night and it sent him to 3 days in custody for further interrogation by the police's special cell. The interrogation of Arun has started, the officials said. The FIR also has Information Technology Act Section 66C which deals with fraudulent or dishonest use of electronic signature, password or any other unique identification feature of a person. Raking up the 2002 Godhra train arson, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday charged RJD President Lalu Prasad with having tried to save those responsible for burning alive more than 60 Kar Sevaks during the rule of Sonia Madam. Modi, who addressed an election rally at Darbhanga in North Bihar, recalled the incident that took place while he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, alleging that the opposition parties always practice politics of appeasement. It is because of this appeasement politics that the father of Bihar's Tejasvi Yadav had tried to save those who were responsible for the Godhra train burning incident, said Modi, adding after all, it was the rule of Sonia Madam, referring to the UPA chairperson who was also the president of the ruling Congress. Lalu Prasad, who has himself been convicted in fodder scam cases, was then the railway minister. He set up an inquiry committee and got a report made which exonerated those guilty of the horrendous crime. But the court threw the report away, said Modi. The India bloc is trying to divert reservations to Muslims. They are going against the views of Baba Saheb Ambedkar and first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, neither of whom was in favor of reservations on religious lines, Modi claimed.
धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण का विरोध किया, लेकिन अब जब हमारे गरीब एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी का कांग्रेस से मोह भंग हो गया है, तो कांग्रेस नेहरू जी की भावना के खिलाफ जा रही है, बाबा साहब आंबेडकर के पीठ में छुरा भोंक रही है, संविधान को तोड़ने मरोड़ने में लगी है। कांग्रेस लगी हुई है कि ओबीसी कोटे को कम करके धर्म के आधार पर उसमें से डाका डाल के मुसलमानों को आरक्षण दे दिया जाए, दलितों के आरक्षण में से डाका डालो, आदिवासियों के आरक्षण में से डाका डालो और कांग्रेस की साजिश में आरजेडी भी कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर चल रही है।
YSRCP Supremo and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy on Saturday asserted that the opposition TDP leader N. Chandrababu Naidu was playing dirty politics over the Land Titling Act. Jagan Mohan Reddy was speaking at a public meeting at Hindupur in Sri Satyasai district as part of his election campaign tour across the state. The TDP leaders are selling fake propaganda in the election campaign and sending calls through automated telephony system to people saying that Jagan will grab all your lands. The government will give lands to the poor, he said. The act will provide full rights to farmers on the land. It is a major reform for saving people from running from pillar to post to procure their assets details. Noting that the last land survey was done a century ago in the Andhra Pradesh, the Chief Minister said the YSRCP government is carrying out another survey to properly perch boundary stones and update records with proper subdivisions. Backed by the new survey, Jagan Mohan Reddy said, the government will guarantee that there would be no disputes on the surveyed lands. Further, he noted that 6,000 revenue villages out of 17,000 have been surveyed so far, promising to complete the remainder too, and added that every farmer should have a proper record for his land.
ఇదే మాదిరిగానే ఈ మధ్యకాలంలోనే ఇంకొక అబద్ధాన్ని కూడా ప్రచారం చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. ల్యాండ్ టైటిలింగ్ యాక్ట్ మీద ప్రచారం చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. మీ ఇంటికంతా ఫోన్లు కూడా చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. మీ అందరికీ కూడా IVRS ద్వారా ఫోన్లు కూడా చేసి మీ భూములన్నీ జగన్ లాక్కుంటాడు అని చెప్పి ప్రచారం చేస్తూ ఉన్నాడు. నేను అడుగుతా ఉన్నా, ఇంత దిక్కుబాలిన రాజకీయాలు చేస్తూ ఉన్న ఈ చంద్రబాబు, నువ్వు అసలు మనిషివేనా అని అడుగుతా ఉన్నాడు మీ బిడ్డ. ఈ సందర్భంగా మీ జగన్, మీ బిడ్డ భూములు ఇచ్చేవాడే కానీ భూములు లాక్కునేవాడు కాదు మీ బిడ్డ. అసలు చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు అడుగుతా ఉన్నా, అయ్యా అసలు నీకు ల్యాండ్ టైటిలింగ్ యాక్ట్ అంటే ఏమిటో తెలుసా చంద్రబాబు అని అడుగుతా ఉన్నా. అసలు ల్యాండ్ టైటిలింగ్ యాక్ట్ అంటేనే దాని అర్థం ఏమిటి అని అంటే, భూముల మీద సంపూర్ణ హక్కులు రైతన్నలకు ఎల్లవేళలా ఉండేట్టుగా ఒక యాక్ట్ చేయడమే, దాన్నే ల్యాండ్ టైటిలింగ్ యాక్ట్ అంటారు చంద్రబాబు. ఫస్ట్ అది తెలుసుకో అని అడుగుతా ఉన్నా.
Telangana Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy on Saturday alleged that BJP and BRS, with an internal understanding, were conspiring to defeat Congress in the Lok Sabha polls. He was addressing an election rally at Kotagudam in Khammam Lok Sabha constituency. Revant Reddy, who is also President of Congress in Telangana, referred to BRS President K. Chandrasekhar Rao's comments that a coalition government would be formed at the centre and that BRS nominee from Khammam Nam Nageshwar Rao would become a union minister. Observing that Congress activists would not allow any truck between Congress and BRS, he said BJP is the only option left for BRS to join hands in government formation at the centre. BRS had supported the BJP-led government at the centre on demonetization, GST, Triple Talaq, CA, Uniform Civil Code and others, he claimed. Even today, a conspiracy is on in Telangana. With an internal understanding, BJP and BJP are making conspiracies to see that Congress does not win, he said. He said the Legislative Assembly elections held in December were a semi-final, while the Lok Sabha polls are the final. In the finals, the contest is between Telangana team versus Gujarat team. While Narendra Modi is leading that team, Rahul Gandhi is going to lead the Telangana team, he said. All that the BJP-led government gave to Telangana is a donkey's egg, he claimed. The donkey's egg denotes zero or insignificant as per a Telugu saying.
నువ్వు చేరబోయేది బీజేపీలనే కదా చంద్రశేఖర్ రావు, మేము అదే కదా చెప్పింది. 9.5 సంవత్సరాలు చంద్రశేఖర్ రావు రైతు వ్యతిరేక నల్ల చట్టాలు వచ్చినప్పుడు, నోట్ల రద్దు చేసినప్పుడు, జిఎస్టీ బిల్లును తీసుకొచ్చినప్పుడు, ట్రిపుల్ తలాక్ చట్టాన్ని చేసినప్పుడు, సిటిజన్ అమెండ్మెంట్ యాక్ట్ను పొందుపరిచినప్పుడు, యూనిఫామ్ సివిల్ కోడ్ తెచ్చినప్పుడు, ప్రతి సందర్భంలో ఇక్కడ కారు గుర్తు మీద ఓట్లు వేయించుకొని ఢిల్లీలో కమలం గుర్తుకు తాకట్టు పెట్టిన చరిత్ర చంద్రశేఖర్ రావుది. ఇవాళ కూడా ఈ తెలంగాణలో గూడు పుటాని జరుగుతుంది. అంతర్గతంగా ఒక అవగాహనతోటి కాంగ్రెస్ పార్టీని గెలవకుండా అడ్డుకోవాలని బీజేపీ బీఆర్ఎస్ ఈరోజు కుట్రలు చేస్తున్నారు. ఈ కుట్రల్ని తిప్పికొట్టాల్సిన బాధ్యత ఖమ్మం మహబూబాబాద్ పార్లమెంట్ నియోజకవర్గ కార్యకర్తల మీద ఉన్నది. ముఖ్యంగా దళితులకు, గిరిజనులకు, బలహీన వర్గాలకు ఎస్సీ ఎస్టీ బీసీ రిజర్వేషన్లు రద్దు చేయడానికి కుట్ర జరుగుతుంది. రాజ్యాంగాన్ని మార్వాలని బీజేపీ ప్రణాళికలు వేస్తుంది. మీ రాజ్యాంగం రద్దు కాబోతుంది. మీకు ఇచ్చే రిజర్వేషన్లను తొలగించబోతున్నారు. ఇవాళ మనం బీజేపీకి ఓటేస్తే మన రిజర్వేషన్లు రద్దు అవుతాయి. ఇవాళ కాంగ్రెస్ను గెలిపిస్తే మన రిజర్వేషన్లు ఇంకా పెరుగుతాయి. అందుకే ఇవాళ ఆలోచన చేయండి. మీరు బీజేపీకి వేసే ప్రతి ఓటు మన రిజర్వేషన్ల మీద పోటుగా మారుతుంది. బీజేపీ మన మెడ మీద ఏలాడుతున్న కత్తి, ఆ కత్తిని తుదబొట్టించాలి అనంటే కాంగ్రెస్ పార్టీ గెలవాలి.
Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Saturday called Prime Minister Narendra Modi a king of kings who lives in a palace but is cut off from the public. Her retort is in response to the Prime Minister's jibe of Prince for her brother Rahul Gandhi. Addressing a public rally at Lakhani in Gujarat's Banaskantha Lok Sabha constituency to canvass for her party candidate Jeniben Thakur, she also accused Modi of using the people of Gujarat for power and then forgetting them. He calls Rahul Gandhi Prince. I would like to tell him that this prince walked for 4,000 kilometers from Kanyakumari to Kashmir to listen to people's problems. The people poured out their grievances. Addressing a rally in Gujarat on Thursday, PM Modi had targeted Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, saying Pakistan was eager to make the prince, referring to Rahul Gandhi, of the Grand Old Party India's next Prime Minister, as the country's enemies want a weak government at the helm. Gandhi also questioned Modi's decision to not contest the Lok Sabha elections from Gujarat. This is because he used the people of the state and forgot them, she claimed.
वो मेरे भाई को शहजादा बोलते हैं। मैं उनको बताना चाहती हूँ, ये शहजादे 4000 किलोमीटर पैदल चले हैं, कन्याकुमारी से कश्मीर तक आपकी समस्याओं को सुनने के लिए चले हैं। मेरी बहनों से मिले हैं, मेरे भाइयों से मिले हैं, किसानों से मिले हैं, मजदूरों से मिले हैं और सबसे प्यार से मिलकर पूछा है कि तुम्हारे दिल में क्या मुश्किलें हैं, तुम्हारे जीवन में क्या समस्याएं हैं, उनको हम हल कैसे कर सकते हैं। और एक तरफ आप के शहंशाह नरेंद्र मोदी जी महलों में रहते हैं। आपने कभी टीवी पे उनका चेहरा देखा है? एकदम साफ सुथरा सफेद कुर्ता, एक दाग नहीं है धूल का, एक बाल इधर से उधर नहीं हो रहा है। वो कैसे समझ पाएंगे आपकी मजदूरी, आपकी खेती? कैसे समझ पाएंगे? कैसे समझ पाएंगे कि आप किस दलदल में धंसे हुए हो, महंगाई से आप दब चुके हो।
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has requested Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah to extend all possible support to the victims in the alleged sexual abuse of several women involving the sitting Hassan MP Prajwal Revana. He also asked Siddaramaiah to ensure that all those responsible for these heinous crimes are brought to book. Responding to the letter written by Gandhi, the Chief Minister on Saturday took to X and assured that his government is committed to protecting the victims of rape and injustice by Prajwal Revana. An impartial investigation will be conducted, and no matter how many influential people are involved in the case, they will be handed over to the hands of the law, he said. In his letter to Siddaramaiah dated 3rd May, Gandhi alleged that Prajwal sexually assaulted and filmed hundreds of women over several years. Many who looked up to him as a brother and son were brutalized in the most violent manner and robbed of their dignity. The rape of women warrants the strictest possible punishment. What is even more shocking is that despite these gruesome allegations being brought to the notice of the senior-most BJP leadership, the Prime Minister campaigned and canvassed for a mass rapist. Rohit Vemula's mother Radhika Vemula met Telangana Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy in Hyderabad on Saturday and urged him to see that justice is done to the family. The chief minister assured her that an investigation would be conducted again into the University of Hyderabad students' suicide in 2016 and that justice would be done, an official release said. Police have filed a closure report before a local court in its probe into the death of Rohit Vemula, a student of the University of Hyderabad, claiming he was not a Dalit and died by suicide in 2016 as he feared that his real caste would be discovered. Telangana DGP Ravi Gupta has already announced to conduct further investigation into the case in view of the doubts expressed by Rohit Vemula's mother and others on the closure report. A petition will be filed in the court concerned requesting the magistrate to permit further investigation into the case, he said in a statement on Friday night. The police gave a clean chit to the accused, including incumbent Haryana Governor Bandaru Dattatreya, former BJP MLC N. Ramchandra Rao, and cited lack of evidence in the case. Andhra Pradesh State Disaster Management Authority Managing Director R. Kurmanath said 227 mandals in the state are expected to experience heat waves on Saturday. Of the 227 mandals, 58 of them would experience severe heat waves, while 169 are expected to witness heat waves, he said. Severe heat waves have been forecast for 12 mandals in Srikakulam district, 23 mandals in Vizianagaram, 14 mandals in Parvatipuram Manyam, 1 mandal in Vishakhapatnam and 8 mandals in Ankappally, he said in a press release on Friday. Heat waves are predicted in 13 mandals in Srikakulam district, 3 in Vizianagaram and 1 each in Parvatipuram Manyam, Nellore, Sri Satyasai, West Godavari and Annamaya. On Friday, Gospadu and Bandi Atmakuru in Nandyala district logged a maximum temperature of 47.7 degrees Celsius each, followed by Ardhavidu in Prakasam with 47.3 C and Chinnacheppally in Kadapa 47.2 C. Onion prices at the Laslagaon market in Maharashtra's Nashik district went up by average 200 rupees per quintal after the union government on Saturday lifted the ban on exports. The Agriculture Produce Market Committee at Laslagaon is said to be the biggest wholesale onion market in India. The government earlier in the day lifted the ban on onion exports but imposed a minimum export price of $550 per ton amid ongoing Lok Sabha elections. On Friday night, the government imposed a 40% duty on export of onions. Some 200 quintals of the bulb arrived at the market during the day, sources said. The prices were in the range of 801 rupees, 2,551 rupees and 2,100 rupees per quintal, depending on the quality, they added. The export duty will eat into onion growers' profits, another person said. On 8 December in 2023, the government banned exports of onions from 31st March in 2024. In March, the ban was extended till further orders. Farmers in Maharashtra had protested against the ban while opposition Congress had also targeted the Narendra Modi government on the issue. The Hyderabad City Police have registered a case against Union Home Minister Amit Shah, BJP Hyderabad Lok Sabha constituency candidate K. Madhavi Lata, and other BJP leaders for allegedly using minors in a poll campaign here recently. In a complaint to the Telangana Chief Electoral Officer, Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee Vice President Niranjan Reddy alleged that on 1st May during a BJP rally from Laldavaja to Sudha Talkies, A few minor children were on the dais with Shah. Niranjan Reddy alleged that a child was seen with a BJP symbol, highlighting that it was a clear violation of the guidelines of the Election Commission, according to information available on the FIR copy. Following his complaint to the poll panel, the Chief Electoral Officer forwarded it to the City Police for a factual report, resulting in the registration of an FIR against Shah by the Mogalpura Police Station at 7 p.m. on Thursday. Other accused persons in the case include T. Yaman Singh and senior BJP leader G. Kishan Reddy and legislator T. Raja Singh. Police registered the case under IPC Section 188 for violation of an order issued by a public servant and are probing it further. Canadian authorities, who arrested 3 Indian nationals in connection with the killing of Khalistan separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar in Canada, have said that their investigation has not concluded and others who played a role in the homicide would also be arrested. Karan Brar, Kamalpreet Singh and Karanpreet Singh, all Indian nationals residing in Edmonton, have been charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police on Friday said they are investigating if the Indian government was involved in the killing of Nijjar, a Canadian citizen. The 3 are believed to be members of an alleged hit squad tasked by the Government of India with the killing of 45-year-old Nijjar outside a Gurudwara in Surrey, British Columbia, on 18 June in 2023. The 3 men were arrested for the murder of Nijjar Friday morning by EHIT investigators, with the assistance of members from the British Columbia and Alberta Royal Canadian Mounted Police and the Edmonton Police Service. Royal Canadian Mounted Police Assistant Commissioner David Teboul said they are not able to make any comments about the nature of the evidence collected by police, nor can we speak about the motive behind Nijjar's murder. When asked whether there are any Indian sleeper agents in Canada, Teboul said he could not say more because the issue is very much at the center of evidence and ongoing investigations, CBC News reported. Here are today's news. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV every day. This is Mahima, signing off. Keep watching Swatantra TV.